This IPOB that people are talking about, please, can anybody tell me anywhere in the world where IPOB has been proscribed as a terrorist organization? How come it is only Buhari and his brothers in the north? Yes!
Like
oge akụkọ ụwa anyị lewetara gị si n'ọwara igwe okwu Okwute BTV ka o si wee labịara gị. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ọ bụrụ ihe na-eme na-amasị gị, anyị si gị tụsaa ya ka ọ rụsi ikwu ma rute ibe. Tupu anyị agaala iruola akụkọ ụwa anyị nwere tata, anyị chọrọ ime ka ị mata na ofu gọọmenti ka anyị nwere n'ala Biafra bụ Biafra Republic Government in Exile, bụ ụgbọ jeje ibulata USB bulata ya ụlọ. Ngwa kpụketa gị nso ka ntị ya ga-azụ ndị esimoru. Achọrọ m ka ị mara na ọ bụ okele ọrụ dịrị mụ na gị ịkwado Biafra Liberation bụ nnwere onwe nke ala Biafra. Dịka anyị na-agala iru ịchụpụ ndị mba ogbuara ọbara bụ ndị Naijiria n'ala anyị, mana na ọ bụ okele ọrụ dịrị mụ na gị ịkwado nnwere onwe a. Onye ọbụla atụpụkwala mba akpọrọ mba ogbuara ọbara bụ Naijiria maka akụkọ ụgha ha na-akọla isi Prime Minister nke ala Biafra Maazị Simon Ekpan jọpụsịla Naijiria na mba Finland agbara izu ka ibudata ala obodo Naijiria. Nke mbụ bụla Simon Ekpan Nwanjọkụ abụghị onye Naijiria, inye ọbụbụ onye Biafra. Nye o nwere ọ bụ onye Biafra bụrụ onye Finland, dịka Finland nyere ya akwụkwọ obodo o ji were bụrụ onye Finland. Onye ọbụla atụpụkwara ndị dị otu a ọnụ ọkwa akwụkwọ ụga ka ha na-aga. Akụkọ ụga nke ọzọ ha na-asụ bụla nwaanyị ala gba mkpụrụ mmiri na Georgia akpọrọ Fatima Musa aka Ngozi Orabaeze sịla echenjiele agbanweele Maazị Simon Ekpan onye ọkaikpe jeje ikpuchitere ọnụ ya. Ọ bụkwa asị ka ọ na-atụ kemgbe Maazị Simon Ekpan ndị obodo Finland ji jide ya. Fatima Musa amaghị ihe ọbụla na-aga na Finland. Maazị Simon Ekpan atụpụredịrị ọnụ maka gịnị? Maka la oli so ndị Fulani aka ya dịla ije ojiji eji onye isi anyị bụ Maazị Simon Ekpan. Dịka anyị si eti ya la gia wanụ, Christopher Musa bụ onye isi ndị terrorist Nigeria Army akpala akwa rere were agagharị ebe dị iche iche lasị ndị Biafra hapụsị ịgba ụmụ Biafra bịa bata mba ogbuara ọbara bụ Boko Haram nke Nigeria. Hụ na ihe niile anyị na-ekwu dịka ozi ya na-agbasala eme ka obi lada ndị mmadụ mba ịbala Boko Haram ha kpọrọ ndị amị. Ewere m na-ekele ụmụ Biafra dịka ha ji wee jụọ ekwensu were jụọ ọrụ ya niile. Jide n'aka nne ji olileanya ọbụla anyị nwekwara n'elu ụwa bụ Biafra. Ya mere anyị ji eji were jụ Naijiria jụ ngwa ọrụ ya niile. Dịka anyị mere ihe a, ekele m na otu olu ahụ were sị na jide ka nne ji. Akalachi Olu steeti bụ Chief Agonsi emeela ka ụmụ Olu steeti mara sịla ọ bụkwa ihe ọṅụ ka ọ ga-abụla anyị ncha gbakọrọtara aka were kwado nnwere onwe nke ala Biafra. Maka lele anya ebe ala alụ ọgụ abụghịla ofe mmanụ, ọ bụghịla ugwu ka ala alị, ebe ala alị abụla ala ọlụ. Ya mere onye ọbụla kpọrọ onwe ya onye nọ n'Ọlụ steeti kwesịrị iti aka were zọpụta ala anyị site na ijoin na fundraising. Mgbe ọbụla elenwe fundraising, otu ọbụla ego ọbụla itiri enweghị nke nwetara onwe ya, ijepala akantị gị ego ọbụla ekwuru ya ga-eru ebe ọ kwesịrị iru. Ya mere ọsọ onye ọbụla gbakọta aka ka anyị were zọpụta ala anyị bụ ala Biafra. Ofu onye ọkaikpe emeela ya kwuo ya leze were awa na Naijiria amahụ ihe bụ aka nne ha na aka ekpe ha. Gee ntị ka nnụnụ ka nwa amadi ya si were gbahịa leze were awa.
This IPOB that people are talking about, please, can anybody tell me anywhere in the world where IPOB has been proscribed as a terrorist organization? How come it is only Buhari and his brothers in the north? Yes!
like a World Terrorist Index, they see Fulani herdsmen as a terrorist organization.
Yes.
They even see them as one of the top 10 terrorists, and they within the top 10.
They are number 4, the whole world.
So why you basing Nigeria no gree prescribe Fulani herdsmen as terrorist
organization? That is what I'm telling you. They have already
that
done
is the armed one, so
that is they have done that, but it's on paper. In reality, they are still doing what they are still nobody.
No, the bandits then nine them prescribe. They never prescribe the Fulani herdsmen, armed ones.
The killer, he said anybody that's carrying gun. That's how they put it. And since these people are carrying gun, they refuse to name them. In fact, this Fulani, they refuse to mention their name. They only say those carrying gun.
So how do you prescribe people without naming them? Is that even prescription?
That is because they don't want to mention Fulani. That was under Buhari. Yes. This prescription came under Buhari, and he didn't want to mention his kinsmen as a terrorist group. So when you add all these things together, you will now see that there is injustice against Nnamdi Kanu. It's as simple as that. Deliberately, not that it was a mistake or something. And why it has become a state policy is what I don't know. From Nnamdi Kanu now, it has spread to every Igbo man. And that's why the Igbos are saying we want to leave Nigeria, because it's like they are hated. Yes, now it's like the Igbos are hated. You remember what Buhari said that made them to put down this thing on Twitter, when it was Twitter.
Say you go talk to them in a language.
And then there's like we are in a dot in a circle and all that. So how can you hate the people so much as a leader?
But why do you think they hate Igbos anyway?
In fact, up to today, I have been thinking, Precious, I have not seen one single reason, except that what? The Igbos don't like injustice. Nothing else. They don't like.
But Barrister Darlington, inside the Igbo land, injustice no day. That's the question.
Hold on.
Because the leaders of Igbo land also they do injustice to their fellow Igbo people. The way they develop their region, that will not be injustice.
Listen very well. Sir. Don't conclude.
Sorry, sir.
Now, the problem the Igbos have with every other part of is because of this injustice, and then two, we don't like hero worship. If you want an Igbo man to come and lick your boot, it will never happen. We don't do it. I think that is one of the reasons why they hated them. The Igbo man depends on what he can do with his hand and with his brain. Oton, these are the things that are making them to hate him. Nothing else. An Igbo man don't have time for hero worship or somebody who will come and be what's it called? Teleguiding him, telling him what to do and what not to do. Count the Igbo man out. So these are part of the reasons. Apart from that, I didn't say any other thing. They are the most diligent, the most peaceful ethnic group in Nigeria. So is that not something to hold on to? Since the creation of this country called Nigeria, is there any time you heard that the Igbos were rioting, killing people, burning houses and all that of their own?
How many other tribes they drum?
It's very common here. And I remember when the OPC was holding sway with Gani Adams, during June 12th. Or was it not Igbo proper that they used to settle their score whenever they are fighting with the Northerners? Because Babangida are not June 12th. The North, rioting is like a everyday occurrence now. And who do they use to settle the matter? Is it not Igbos? So, left or right, the Igbo man has been suffering in Nigeria for something he did not even know. That is the truth. They hate their guts. They hate their diligence. They hate their industry. Pressure, that is the only problem the Igbo man have committed in Nigeria. Their industry. Their managerial skill. Their capacity to turn what do you call it? Stone into bread. These are the things that they made them to hate the Igbo man, because they be wondering after the war, how come these people are now holding the economy of this country?
So, Barrister Darlington, do you agree with Kanu's brother when they talk say now criminal elements they take advantage of Nnamdi Kanu continuous detention, so they cause this katakata where they do organ harvesting? In fact, he say most of the people where they don't even catch for inside the south, say most of them they even speak Igbo language.
Of course,
so believe say most of them no be Igbos. No, but there's someone they don't catch the way Igbo, like the person who kill the lawmaker for Anambra State. Should be like Igbo language they speak. Wait, be say, so now, how you go use marry those two?
Now listen very well.
Okay,
you see, whenever there is a problem, there's something we call collateral damage. Yes, in the course of pursuing these people, there are some renegades who will take advantage of what is going on to cash in on it and make some money. Like when these terrorists were brought into Igbo land, some other Igbo young men who felt that these people are making money, so let me now join them. Something like that. You know, they say example is better than precepts. So it is these few people that have now taken advantage of what they brought to us, that they now say they are the people doing all this thing. I'm not saying that yes, there are no bad guys in Igbo land. There are. But there are very few. And they were not bad until these people came into Igbo land. Yes.
Na person make them bad.
Exactly.
How?
That they took advantage of. Kidnapping is not in our culture now. It wasn't.
Is there anybody where did their culture?
Of course, you know the people who were doing it. The people from Niger Delta, they started the kidnapping the white men because of degradation.
So you mean say kidnapping the blood of Niger Delta people?
I said they started it in Nigeria.
Hey!
Everybody knows. In fact, militancy started there. That was why they gave them an amnesty. Militancy started in Niger Delta. And you and I know the reason.
So then, if you they ask you the occupation of Niger Delta people, go say na militant.
I say most of their boys, what are they doing?
And kidnapping.
What are they cannot farm, they cannot fish. Their land has been messed up. So what do you think they will do next?
So farming and fishing not be part of your occupation anymore.
I said
now militancy and kidnapping.
Because those things have been taken out of them. They resorted to kidnapping Oyibos and other prominent Niger Delta before for spoiling their land.
So people where they Shagamu forest now where they kidnap
I said they started it. These other people now copied it.
Which other people?
This other part of the country, these other young men in the other part of the they now took advantage. And and
so
now
Niger Delta set example.
Upgraded it. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. From history, it started in
but so
Asari Dokubo and his group, they made a lot of money when they were giving amnesty. It happened in this country.
All right.
So what I'm not saying is that it started somewhere. These other people now copied it because they saw the money they were making out of it.
So that means the Igbo boys where they kidnap now, where they do organ harvesting. They learn them from
them.
So to do Ogwego, money medicine, jazz, and to get quick rich. Now Igbo man, now Niger Delta people, Igbo people learn from.
Listen, we are talking of kidnapping.